the people really want to know who Pearlsson is. Matter of fact, where did you get that name Pearlsson? Because that's unique.
Son of a pearl. My mother's first name is Pearl. So I use that as my pen name. Pearl's son.
Oh, wow. That's deep. That's deep. You had any other names growing up?
Mo, Gizmo, like the gremlin, Gizmo, but with a T. A friend of mine gave me that name.
Okay. So let's get back. Your mother passed. You get on these hallucinant drugs. Where does it take you? Are you still working? Are you going to school? You're 20 years old. You're still young. So what's going on?
Yeah, I'm still working. Never stop working. Always stop working. I was raised in a working household, a working family. Everyone in my family always worked. So that side of my life I could not remove from myself. Always kept the job. But I was what I would consider myself to be a high-functioning addict, if you want to call it an addict. I was high-functioning. I was able to get up and go to work without a problem. Bosses, friends, depending on who you were, if I didn't want you to know that I was using, you didn't know.
What type of lifestyle was you living through this time? I know you were working. When did you start writing? Because I know you do poetry and music. When did this start?
Well, my writing, I fought my writing. I didn't accept being a writer until into my late 20s. But as a youngster in 4th grade, my English teacher told me I would be a writer, but I didn't like writing. I don't like to read when I'm told to read. So, and my attention span is short. So I only would normally read books that had short stories to them, and magazines, newspapers. I could read those all day long because the articles were short. But long books, novels, stuff like that, no, I didn't do it. My 4th grade teacher, she put me on to reading, told me I would be a reader. I didn't trust it, I didn't believe it, but she stuck with her guns, and look at me now, I turned out to be a writer. Who knew?
So, you didn't enjoy reading. You didn't like to read. That's strange. That's different.
Very different. How do you write books and you don't read them?
Yeah.
But like I said, my attention span, I can be listening or doing one thing right now, and my mind could be somewhere else. So I have to keep my mind active and switch up constantly.
So what type of I know you got some books out right now. But we're gonna get to that. I know you got some books out, but what kind of writing would you do?
Usual writing that when you come, like say for instance, when you come back from school vacation over the summer, and they tell you to write what you did over the summer. Now normally, the teacher would say write 1 page worth of information. By the time I turn my paper in, I would have 2-3 pages front and back worth of information on my pages. Because once I started writing, I couldn't stop. I wanted to get everything that was in my head, out of my head, onto the paper. So that's how she realized that I was going to be a writer. My only problem with writing is punctuation. Outside of that, I can write all day, any day. It doesn't really bother me.
So that was in high school that you started writing? Is this where the teacher?
No, that was elementary.
That was elementary school.
Elementary that she caught on to my writing skills.
Okay, so you kept writing from elementary until high school?
I wrote because, of course, the teachers ask you to write, but I was actually reading and writing through force, not through enjoyment.
So when did the enjoyment come?
I can honestly say it really never did come until I was an adult and I started trying to write raps.